Hello everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started with this tutorial, but I would like to preface this by saying that some of the information in this tutorial will be blurred out for the purpose of protecting the names of the innocent. This tutorial is in regard to the instructional technology update newsletter that went out for the month of November. And there were a couple of essentials that the district is encouraging teachers to become proficient in prior to the Chromebook deployment for the students. So the essential that we're going to work on is to access, create docs in Google Drive. Okay, I like to start my Drive work from my Gmail because usually that's just where I'm at when I start going into my Drive. So in the upper right hand corner you will see an app launcher. If you click on that, you'll see a tricolor triangle that says Drive. Click on that. Once my Drive populates, if there's a folder that I'm going to place the document in that I'm going to work on, I will access that folder. But for just all practical purposes, let's go ahead and create a new folder. I highly recommend that you place all of your documents in folders. So we're going to call this folder Test the Test. Okay? And click Create. Once that folder populates, I'm going to double click on it if you're in the new Drive. And there are no documents here, but I'm going to place a Google Docs inside of here. So click on, you want to click on New, then you're going to select Google Docs. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see Untitled Document. Let's give this Untitled Document a name, and we will call it Access the Drive. How about that? Click OK. And right below my titled document, you have your menu bar and your toolbar. You want to go ahead and play around with those two rows of information. For example, in File, if you drop your eyes down to make a copy, usually when I send out a document, it is to view, simply because I don't want anyone editing on a document that I've created, simply because I may want to do some editing on it myself. But that person can make a copy of the same document, and they will be the owner of that document. So they will have full editing rights to that document as well. You can also go ahead and, when you're in this area, click Page Setup. That's always nice for you to play with as well. You can just click on these menus and see what you're able to do here. Insert an image, customize links. We might be able to do that later. But just go ahead and play around with these tools, with the menu bar, the toolbar, and just see what this Google Docs is able to do. If you are familiar with Microsoft Word, you will be able to navigate yourself through Google Docs fairly easily, simply because I consider Docs to be a step down from Microsoft Word. So there you go. So let's go ahead and put some information on this doc. And there we go. Let's go ahead and why don't we insert, a couple of cells for a table. And I want to actually, let's go ahead and go to Tools. Click on Tools and show you this little feature here that you may not know about. Click on Research. And the only thing that I want to filter through would be images. So I'm going to click on the camera icon there. So once again, just click on only the information you want filtered through. If you want to see everything, that's fine. Right now I'm going to try and find a cat. And I have all these nice looking guys that oh, I like this one. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure your cursor is where you want your actual image to land. I'm going to put it in the right cell. So I'm going to click and drag this little guy right over here, and he will populate right there. You will have a number, a subscript, that will actually show you the source information at the bottom of the page. That one connects to the one for your source information. You can resize this little guy, however small you want. You can center it. You can even, let's let's see, go ahead and, frame that little guy any way you like. Just kind of play around with those features and just have some fun with that. Now let's look at, I'm going to close my research panel out. Let's go ahead and share this. I'm going to click on advanced just to show you a few things. When you're sharing, right now it's private, only I have access, but you can change that with these options here. Go ahead and play around with these options, just kind of read through them. But for now, I am going to send this information to a colleague. And I see her name has populated there. And I'm going to give her viewing privileges for the purposes that I stated earlier. I can either send myself a copy as well for my records. I can even paste the document in the email that I'm going to send her, and she can preview it prior to actually accessing it. It just allows the sender to have easy access to the document, one click away from doing something else. You can even type in a brief message, proofread this for me, please. Okay. And then I will send that to my colleague, but I'm not going to send it to her because she's going to say, like, what is this? And I'm going to cancel. But just go ahead and play around with that, guys. Just have some fun with it. The only way you're going to actually fully know anything well is just practice, So just keep practicing. Have some fun. This is a wonderful tool that your students can use, and I'm sure many of you have been using it already, and you're very proficient with it. So just go ahead and have some fun. You know how to contact me.